Are two Delta Pro Ultras better than a single Delta Pro Ultra X? In today's video, we're going to talk about running two of these together. That way, maybe if you already own one, or if you're looking into buying one, maybe you'll have a better idea at the end of this video which way is the better way to go, to either buy two of these or a single Delta Pro Ultra X, because each one has their benefits, both of them have their cons, so it really just kind of depends on maybe your setup. Now, to keep this video as short as possible, we're going to run through this pretty quick. So we're going to go through some of the basics first, like pricing, some specs, and then we'll get into some more of the deep dives. So first off, pricing. Now, when it comes to pricing at the time of this video, depending on where you find it, the Delta Pro Ultra, just the inverter alone, is going to run about $2,800. Now, if you combine it in a bundle pack and obviously get one inverter with one battery, you're looking at around $3,800, depending again when you buy it, discounts and more. Now, if we just look at the inverter for the Delta Pro Ultra X, which we're not going to call these DPU and DPUX just to help shorten the name, but the DPUX inverter runs in around $3,300 just for the inverter alone. Now, of course, in order to be able to take full potential of the DPUX, you will need two batteries. So depending on, again, where you find it, it's going to run about $7,500 for the inverter and two batteries. That way you can take advantage of the full output of the full 50 amps or 12,000 watts. So now if we look at the specs, each DPU inverter can put out 7,200 watts versus one DPUX inverter puts out 12,000 watts. So now let's say we combine two of these, we now have an available 14,400 watts of output power, which is obviously more. Now, of course, you can use these really simple and just use the plugs that are up front, and you don't need anything else to be able to use these. These are ready to go pretty much right out of the box with one battery. You don't need to buy the smart home panels or adapters or anything else. You can simply use them like this if you want to, plug them into a generator inlet box, or if you wanted to plug them into a transfer switch, if you have one already, you can do that as well. But if you want to take full advantage of both of the power and combine it, well, then that's where you're going to need something else. So this is where you will need the 50 amp hub that allows you to connect both DPUs into one unit. Now, when you buy this, it will come with two cords, which these are going to be your in-out cables. So you'll get one for each side that plugs in one to each one of the DPUs. Now, just because you get 14,000 watts out of this doesn't mean you get 14,000 watts out of this. This is still going to limit you to the 50 amps out of this plug at 12,000 watts. So just so you know, if you're trying to run more power, well, you shouldn't be trying to run more power out of a 50 amp plug because that's what it's rated for. So now let's take a look at pricing again. So we have one DPU, another DPU, and let's add two batteries per each. So now we have four batteries total. Each inverter gets two batteries. We'll combine it into this. This now adds an additional $250 to your setup. Now if we add up everything together, four batteries, two inverters, and this, you are now looking at a price of $11,050, again, depending on where you find it. Taxes not included. So now let's look at just a DPUX with four batteries. Okay, so now if we take a look at Delta Pro Ultra X and we add four batteries, we are now looking at about $10,750. You're not adding extra cables, you're not adding kind of a lot of extra mess when it also comes to your solar inputs. You basically have one nice place right in the back to put in your solar versus you would have two solar inputs here and so on. So now when it comes to two of these versus one DPUX, your power output essentially is the same while using that double amperage hub, but the only thing is that you still have all these plugs up here to get more available power. So having two of these, you technically get more available power if you wanted to plug into the front and maybe use those. You can do the same thing with DPUX, but the only thing is that again, you're limited to that 12,000 watts total. So now let's take a look at solar input, because that's one of the advantages of having two of these units. Now each one of the DPUs can handle 5,600 watts of solar per unit. So now if we take a look at our total solar input, we now have up to 11,200 watts capable of putting into these. So there is a difference there, because now DPUX can only handle 10,000 watts with two inputs total, and that is it. Now again, each one of these units gets two inputs and they are different. Each DPU gets a low voltage or low photovoltaic input at 30 to 150 volts. This allows up to 1600 watts versus a high photovoltaic input, or HPV, is capable of 4000 watts on DPU at 80 to 450 volts at 15 amps. So technically now you get more solar input and you get a much broader range of where you can put your solar because of the voltage limits. This does come into play with a lot of portable setups. If you have some big portable solar panels you want to throw out on the ground, you can actually just put these right into the front of the unit, because a lot of times those will just be lower voltages anyway. You can run them in parallel, put them right into here, and boom, you got yourself a portable, easy setup if you can't put something on the roof. Now, just to give you an idea on how I'm running 2 Delta Pro Ultras, because maybe this will spark some ideas. On top of my house, I have 2 arrays, one that faces east and another that faces west. Each one of these is about 3.2 kilowatts. So 3.2 kilowatts here, 3.2 kilowatts here, but I still have 2 inlets to go, which allows me more solar up here in the front. So this is actually where I plug in my RV. I have it split into 2 sections or 2 inputs. So 1 input for this side and 1 input for this side. And I have a 2.4 kilowatt system on top of my RV. And I tell people this all the time. If you have a construction trailer or an RV or something sitting on the side of your house, well, you basically can turn that into a microgrid and save yourself a bunch of money, because you can build out a solar system, start pumping it into these, and this is how you start becoming less dependent on the grid and you start load shedding. Now, sure, it takes a little bit of money to spend on that, but at least you get a return on your investment, and it will take a little time. Sure, it's going to take 2 or 3 years, but it's better than having maybe a trailer out there doing nothing, just sitting there when technically you don't need permits to put solar on it, and again, it turns into a small microgrid and have emergency backup power at the same time. So for me, this is super beneficial having 2 of these units, because the low solar input in the front definitely is helpful. I can't do that with Delta Pro Ultra X. The specs on that is actually 80 to 500 volt. So it gives you a little bit more of a broader range if you have a large solar array on your roof. But for me, this little setup here is actually very beneficial. So when it comes to 2 DPUs versus 1 DPU-X, you have a few more advantages again, because you also have 2 units. If one dies, you still have another. So this kind of gives you that off-grid mentality, is that 2 is 1 and 1 is none. So if one fails, this means you can still at least provide backup power to your house or power to the essential things that you need. Hence, if you only have a DPU-X and that happens to go down, well, then you're having to replace that whole unit and then wait for another one. Now, I also suggest you guys shop around a little bit when it does come to these, because you can pick up great deals right now on just the DPU alone. And I'll leave some information down below, because sometimes Ecoflow official site has better deals than really anybody, but you really have to be paying attention. You can find good deals on Amazon. You can check out at Wellbots. They're one of the trusted sources where you can pick up Ecoflow products. So again, sometimes you just have to keep an eye on where the best deals are. You just never know, but I'll leave some information below. Now, just because you have 2 of these doesn't mean it's all sunshine and rainbows, because there are a few drawbacks. So let's talk about a few of those things now. Now, one of the small drawbacks really is a single DPU can handle 1 stack of batteries, 30 kilowatt hours. That's 5 batteries. And if you have 2 of them, well, then you have yourself a full 60 kilowatt hours of energy, which is basically the size of a small electric vehicle. And if you combine these with Ecoflow's Smart Home Panel 3, that means 3 inverters gives you more of that redundancy and up to 21 kilowatts of power. Not to mention, you do get up to 3, 6, 90 kilowatt hours of energy if you stack 3 of these together. The Delta Pro Ultra X can handle both of these stacks with just 1 inverter. So that means you really have a lot of energy just with 1 inverter. So that means you technically don't need 2 inverters, you just need 1. You get 60 kilowatt hours of energy. So if you combine that with Smart Home Panel 3, that gives you a lot of power. Basically 180 kilowatt hours of energy, which is basically like having 2 Model Y Teslas in your driveway. A Tesla Model Y basically has about an 80 kilowatt hour battery in it if it's a long range. So imagine now having that kind of power in your house, or if you are off grid, your expansion limits really grow a lot when you go with Delta Pro Ultra X. Now, we're not really going to talk too much more about Smart Home Panel. We're really just kind of using this in a more of a simplified case, like say the generator inlet boxes, or I like to use a transfer switch, even though I do have to pay attention a little bit more, but because of personal reasons, I'm just using a transfer switch for now, but things may change later. So let's talk a little bit more about some of the drawbacks again, because one of the issues I'm having is that while running the 50 amp hub, I'm actually having problems seeing my actual output, because the screens on DPU, both of them, do not work anymore. It doesn't show my output at all. And I have found that my solar input, even though it's working, because you can go into your settings, go down to lab features, and you can actually see what is happening as far as input and output. I can see the voltage of the output, but I can't actually see the watts going out. Even though my solar sometimes is interrupted on the screen for DPU, in the lab features, it still shows my actual solar. It shows me the volts and the amps of what's going on. So I can get the data that way, but I can no longer look on my phone or smart device to see how much power is going out of these at all. I could have 2,000 or 3,000 watts of load, but it still shows 0. So in order for me to actually check my loads, I actually plug this in line, which this is a power watchdog, and it can show you how many amps, how many watts you're using and more, and even keep track of your kilowatt hours. But this was the only way I was actually able to monitor the loads while plugged in to the 50 amp hub. Now I have been talking to Ecoflow about this, about trying to resolve the issue, and I did try just using a single unit with 50 amp hub, still didn't show my loads. I then tried doing some resetting and more, still couldn't get it to work. So I know that Ecoflow did say they were going to send an update. I haven't seen it yet. I hope to get that soon. So maybe that'll allow this 50 amp hub to start working correctly. Or if you're using one of these already and you're already doing the dual setup, let me know down in the comments. Can you see your loads on the screens and on the smart app? Now, one of the drawbacks about using the 50 amp hub is that you are now only able to charge with the 120 volt cable, which only allows for 1800 watts per inverter. So if you had one of the 30 amp adapters that looks like this guy right here, this plugs into the in and out port. But the problem is that you have the cables that are plugged into the 50 amp hub, so you can no longer use this unless you want to disconnect each time to do, say, faster generator charging. So if solar isn't keeping up and you want to charge these at a higher rate, well then you are basically not able to use these adapters anymore. But that's one of the little advantages to Delta Pro Ultra X, is that if you wanted to supercharge or charge up your DPU-X faster, is that you're still able to use this because it doesn't need the 50 amp hub. So another small advantage of having the DPU-X is that if you're using something like this or have one and you like that setup, well, again, you can't use it if you're using this. Now, if you do want a different way of charging, you can use the rectifier. This is something Ecoflow created that allows you to plug your solar directly into this, and then you have this pigtail, which will then go right into the side of DPU on each one, giving you 2 actual inlets. And so you can go from solar to generator, and this has a generator inlet at the bottom to allow for a 240 volt generator. And it doesn't have to be an inverter. It can be a more standard type generator, which they're a lot cheaper and there's still advantages to them. But then this allows you up to 6,000 watts per input if you use this on Delta Pro Ultra X. Now, Ecoflow did do an update to allow DPU to use this as well. Now, the thing is though, is that you can't get 6,000 watts per input. You can only get up to 2,700 watts per input. So that means you can go into your settings app. When you plug this in, you'll have to make sure that you don't have the settings very high, but you can then go in and either set it for 1,000 or up to 2,700 watts. If you try to go higher, you'll see it'll just error out, and it only gives you the option for 2,700 or below. And then you press accept, and then again, you'll see 2,700 watts that'll go into each one of these. So this is a way to kind of get around for low charging on those 1,800 watt ports up here, because 1,800 watts each isn't very much if you're trying to supercharge, say, for overnight and you don't want your generator to run for hours. It'll charge it much quicker, and this isn't very expensive. This is only $200. And again, it has your solar inputs down here, so you get 2 inputs, 1 for each one of these. But again, this is going to be for high voltage solar input, so just so you know, this is an option to get away from the lower charging, because again, if you're using 50 amp hub, you don't get to use those charging adapters. So another small disadvantage, if you have 2 units, is that you have to remember idle consumption. Idle consumption is that when you turn on your AC inverter, this is going to start using power right away, and it's going to use about 35 watts, roughly an hour, to just sit here at idle and do nothing. And it'll continue to use about 35 watts an hour as it inverts power from DC, turns it into AC. So that means since you have 2 inverters, that means 70 watts an hour are being wasted as these just sit here at low or at high draws. It doesn't matter. So when it comes to just DPU-X, you only have a single inverter, so your draw is going to be less. And the draw on that one was roughly around 40 to 45 watts an hour, give or take. It's been a little while, but Again, 35 watts per hour roughly, while DPUX is drawing about 45 watts per hour as far as your idle draw. Now, since we're still comparing some of the features of DPU and DPUX, some of the things they did get rid of was the USB ports on top. I'm not sure if this is really that big of a deal. I have actually used them a few times in my garage, as I will charge a few small items every once in a while. So to me, they're actually kind of useful, just kind of all depends. Now, since DPUX doesn't have them, would I miss that? Probably not. It's just because they were there, I took advantage of it. Okay, so check this out. I wanted to show you some pricing differences again between having two Delta Pro Ultras and just a single DPUX. Because one thing too is that when you buy batteries, the more you buy, the more you save, like in a big amount. If you take a look at, say, the Wellbots website, you can scroll through here and find, say, Delta Pro Ultra X, and here it is with 4 batteries. So again, $10,750 for one inverter and 4 batteries. Now let's say we do 2 of these again with the 4 batteries. So you can see our Delta Pro Ultra, and we're going to click on 4 batteries. So now we're at about $9,000. So we'll go ahead and add this to the cart. And then we're going to go look for a Delta Pro Ultra inverter. As we see it there, add this to the cart. And now you can see we're at $11,800. But again, remember, if you want to use both of these together, you need to get that 50 amp hub. And so now you can see that total is up over $12,000. So again, this is kind of a good deal, but you have the redundancy of having 2 of these inverters and more total solar input and more power output. So it kind of depends on what's going to suit you better. But I did want to show you that Wellbots has incredible deals when it comes to getting batteries, because if you look down here, look at how much you save just right here when you start adding up more and more batteries. So the more you buy, the more you save. They give you huge bundle discounts. So that is one of the nice things that Wellbots offers, is that these big bundle discounts on batteries. So anyway, hopefully the information on having 2 of these versus 1 of those helps you out a little bit. That way you can make a better decision on what's right for you. I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope to see you in another one.